Hi guys, today I'll be reviewing this framer template. Yeah, it's a template. First of all, this website is very laggy and it's got a ton of information too. Way too much information if I'm being honest. And I think your website is very laggy because you use way too many animations. So maybe like scale it back a bit. And yeah, from looking at this design, it looks like you know what you're doing. The number one thing I would do if I were you is just make your website more minimal. It would help with the performance of your website and also the look. Yeah, because now it's too crowded because people want to actually scan websites. They don't want to read websites. They just want to like get information like that. And now it's just a wall of information, and yeah, it's not a pleasant experience if I'm being honest. But you do know what you're doing because these animations are very cool, and yeah. But don't do this because when I hover over this card, a pointer comes up, like the cursor becomes a pointer, which indicates that it's clickable. But when I click it, nothing happens. So fix that because that's bad practice. And I don't know, like having it animate the borders when you hover it, but not being able to click it. I don't know if that's really the way to go, but it looks cool. And also I noticed that your website, like your navigation bar has a bug. So you see like home, service, about. When you scroll, it's home, about, service. So maybe fix that. Also give it more spacing because now it's like very cramped. So maybe give some more section spacing, which would be good for the overall readability of your website. And yeah, I do like your footer. And let's have a quick look at all the other pages. Like one more thing I'm gonna tell you is you have like a beautiful section over here, like a balanced section. And it's balanced because you'll use like a title description here on top, and on bottom like some text and a button, and here you have white space, but that's okay. It's very balanced. But then you have like unbalanced sections like these ones, and you use like a title, description, photo, but then there's like a bunch of white space here and it looks quite unbalanced to the human brain. So maybe fix that too. This is a very good section too because it's so balanced. And yeah, this FAQ section is also unbalanced because of the white space here, so fix that. Yeah, I think I have seen enough to be honest, so let's recap that. Okay, the number one thing you should do is just make it more minimal. Yeah. Like from looking at your design, I can tell you know what you're doing. So this is not a skill issue, but more of a too much shit going on issue. So I'm sorry, but just make it more minimal and you'll have yourself a great template. But let's give your website a rating, and yeah, I would rate your website I think a 6 out of 10, which is generous in my opinion, because I actually can see that you're quite skilled in web design. Okay, that's it. So if you have any more questions, feel free to message me and I'll try to help you. Okay, see you, man.